In this video, we're going to check out the Elementra theme, which is designed to be 100% compatible with Elementor and 100% Flexbox, which is the industry standard for building websites right now. It comes chock full of templates, widgets, different skins you can choose for your website. Currently, there are over 50 of them with new ones added every single week. Elementor does not bring any third-party dependencies to your site, so it loads super quickly. So if you want a fast theme that has all the features you need, 100% compatible with Elementor, and looks great for when you're presenting to clients, then Elementra is definitely a theme you want to check out, and this is not a video you want to miss. Hi, I'm Bjorn from WPLearningLab. Now let's get started. This is the Elementra page on Envato Market. I will link to this in the description down below. It's created by ThemeRex. They are Power Elite authors, meaning they create a whole ton of stuff that they sell on ThemeForest and the Envato marketplaces, and they create bangers. And they have great customer support. They have all these badges. I know it sounds silly, but badges help you determine whether an author is reputable and whether they actually do what they say, how long they've been doing it. ThemeRex has done a lot of great work over many, many years. They've been on ThemeForest for, I believe this one right here, for 12 years. See if we hover. Doesn't say, but I think this means they're here for 12 years on ThemeForest. But I'll link to this page in the description down below, like I said, so you can come here and check it out. We are going to check out this theme live on our website. It's called Elementra. It's 100% Elementor Flexbox compatible. Let's check it out. I installed Elementra. It's a third-party theme, so you can't get it in the repository. You have to go to Add Theme. After you buy it from ThemeForest, Envato Market, you'll get a file that you can then choose here and then install. And then once you have it installed, it'll be listed right here. Click on Activate to activate it. We're going to have to install some plugins and add-ons to make sure it has all the details, everything it needs. Let's click on Install. Activate this ThemeRex add-ons plugin. Here we have to enter our purchase code. You can enter your name and email. It's not required though. You can see there's no asterisks, but why not? If you're going to invest in their theme, you might as well also be notified of whatever else they're working on. Put your purchase code in here. Check this box to make sure you understand your data is stored and processed in accordance with their privacy policy. You can read the privacy policy right here. Then click on Submit. And now our theme is activated. Please note one theme license equals one domain. Excellent. Let's accept all that. Now the next thing I would do is install the child theme. You can click this button right here to install the child theme. A child theme basically means you can make changes to the theme files and not have them overwritten when the parent theme is updated. If you want to know more about child themes, I'll link to a video in the card up above. For now, click on Install Child Theme, and then we're going to upload a theme because it came with our Elementra theme files. We'll just drag and drop the child theme right in there. Click on Install Now, and then click on Activate. Now we have our child theme activated, at least in a few seconds, and now we can make changes to it and not worry about the changes being overwritten. Then we're going to go to Start Setup to walk us through the initial setup of the theme to make sure we hit the ground running. We currently have AI Helper installed, Elementor templates installed, and Elementor widgets installed. And if you want to deactivate any of these, just click on Deactivate and those won't be used anymore. Let's skip that step. Now we can choose a skin for our theme. Basically a look of the website that we want. All of these are included when you buy Elementra. And on the Elementra listing, every time I hover over this, it goes dark, so I'm just going to put my mouse above where I want to point. Here it says every week there's 2 new demos, and there's 50 unique demos currently. So I think that's these. These are the demos, I believe. So there's quite a few, and they're pretty cool. Look at this fast food one, that nice hamburger right there. See if we can find another one that looks super cool. They all look great. They all look fantastic, actually. And if you click on any one of these or hover over them, you'll see a live preview pop up. Click on that, and you'll be able to see that template in its entirety. You can click through all the pages and everything. All the animations are working. The entire thing, as it will be imported to your site, is usable and viewable when you click on Live Preview. And this is all built with Elementor. So when you import them, it's all 100% Elementor, 100% Flexbox, and I'll show you how to customize everything super easily in just a minute. If you want a more thorough test drive, if clicking on any one of these and seeing the live preview isn't quite enough for you, there's a link in the description down below. It'll take you to this page. which is the free test drive page, which allows you to try Elementra completely free. All you have to do is click on this button, enter your name and email, and you can try it out for free. You can edit it, you can play around with it. It's basically a completely free test run of the theme. So if you want to try that out, click the link in the description and go for it. Completely free. For this website, let's import this and pretend we're doing a website for a plumbing client. Click on the download button, then click OK. A new skin has been installed. Page will reload. There's our new skin right there. Click on activate, click OK again. And here we have other ones that have been downloaded already. You can download as many skins as you want and try them out. Then if you don't want to use them anymore, just click on the trash can button and that will delete the files from your hosting account, freeing up some space, although it doesn't take that much space. And once you've activated the theme or the skin that you want, we're going to go to plugins. But first I should mention that no matter which skin you use, there's no code required. You don't have to know any code, you don't have to do any code, nothing. It's all just plug and play. What you see is what you get, and all these skins look fantastic. There's also something else to note. Some of these skins have extra features. For example, if we go to retail and then go to the wine shop, check out the live preview for the wine shop, and go to the shop page. This one is built with WooCommerce. So if you use this skin, it's going to install WooCommerce as well. It's going to import these products for you. Obviously, you'd have different products, but it's all set up and it's all styled and it's all ready to go. Super slick. And there's other themes or other skins. Sorry, I keep saying themes, but I mean skins that have the Give plugin integrated to accept donations. So this one, for example, there's a donation drop down here, donation button here. If you click on those, you can choose which you might want to donate. And you then click donate now, and they'll be able to donate to your cause. You obviously have to customize the settings to make sure those donations go to the right place, but it's all integrated and all set up. And there's going to be more skins, maybe there are already, for course building, membership site building, just all kinds of stuff that's already pre-built and pre-made. So you barely have to do anything at all. Next, let's head over to plugins. And this is going to install some required plugins. I have Elementor installed already on this site, ThemeRex add-ons as well. We still have to install the ThemeRex updater, Metform, which is a nice simple form builder, and the AI engine. Metform is the only third-party dependency of this theme. Everything else is 100% built into the theme, and it's 100% built in Elementor. I'm going to select all. They're already selected. Then click on Install and Activate to install and activate the 3 missing plugins. And then we can head over to the demo data. And here we can choose a partial import, where you can choose what to import. But if you're building a new site, which we're doing in this case, I'm going to choose full import. And that's going to import everything. And this warning says everything else is going to be overwritten. I'm okay with that in this case. If you're not okay with that, you need to pick and choose what to import. And we saw in the preview earlier for the demo, there are specific pages that are built out by the different skins. You can choose those specific pages here. So if you found a skin whose homepage you love, but you didn't like the rest of it, you could use just that skin's homepage. Do a partial import, just choose home, start import. It'll import just the data needed for that homepage. And then you could pick the contact page from a different skin if you want, and the services page for another skin if you want. You'll have to customize them to look the same, but the content and the structure will be there if you do it that way. I'm going to choose full import. Here's a warning that says everything's going to be erased if we do full import, and I'm okay with that. Click OK, and then we click on Start Import, and this usually takes a few minutes. Not very long in this case. The media often takes the longest, but even that's going pretty quick. Full documentation for the theme right here. Let's check that out. Skins installed, by the way, all the demo data. So here's the documentation for the theme. You can get here by going to doc.themerex.net/Elementra if you want to check it out for yourself. Let's check out our new skin. And there it is, looking pretty good. This big C that's kind of washed out means this image is copywritten. So you have to pick a new image or find a new image for that. Looks pretty good. Another one with a C. And all this is easily edited with Elementor. There's a contact form. Let's check out the testimonials page. That's pretty sweet. How about the services page? These services aren't defined. They don't have their own separate pages, but you could easily add your own separate pages for gas heating to repair plumbing fix. This is just a place to get you started for your design. And if you don't want to add anything here, you don't have to either. Just update it with your information and you're good to rock and roll. Every single page we go on to, we have the Edit with Elementor link up here. Let's do this on the home page actually. Go to the home page, click on Edit with Elementor, and there we are. These are all Elementor widgets, as you can see. Click on any one of them. Change them to your heart's content. Let's put a new icon in there, just so you can see it's how easy it is to change these things. Click on this container here. That's a background image for the container. Easily swapped out for something else. It's just so nice that everything is built in Elementor. Drag and drop. There's also plenty of ways to add sections to this, custom built by ThemeRex as well. I'll show you that in a minute too. We can also select any of the inner pages and edit those. Here's the About page. Everything easily edited. And to make your life even easier, all the Elementor skins use Elementor global elements and global fonts and global colors to make customizing super easy. If we click on this little settings icon here, we go to global colors. We've got the global colors that are used by this skin. If we scroll down, we've got the global fonts. And if you want to edit the header or the footer, just go to the header or the footer, hover over them, and you'll see the edit header link right there, or at the very bottom, the edit footer. Let's click on that. These exist for every single skin as well. The skins are all built in the same way to make your life easy. They're just all designed to look different depending on what the skin is for. But here we're editing the footer now. It's all Elementor based as well. It's just so easy to use. It's great. But let's say, for example, we have these pages that are brought in with the skin. We have got the home page, services page, testimonials page, about page, contact page. What if you want to add another page? How does Elementra help you with that? Well, if we go to pages and then add page and then click on edit with Elementor, you notice here where you add new sections, there's a little dinosaur, a Tyrannosaurus Rex for ThemeRex. There's over 278 templates that come with Elementra. And this is a breakdown of all of them here. There's 1 4 section, 32 about sections, 8 blog sections, 9 calls to action. You get the idea. Lots of different options. Let's check out the about sections. So this is all the ThemeRex about sections that we can add to a page. Nicely designed, look great. I kind of like this one right here. I'm going to insert that. I want to get rid of this title here for the page. I'm going to go to the gear icon, choose hide title. Title's gone. You notice this heading area is quite large. It's because it's using the home page header for this, where we had the plumber and a lot of extra space for a title. For the interior pages, we have the option to do that without the title. So this one's with title, this one's without. So I'm going to choose this header, then I'm going to save draft and then refresh. Now the space is a little more reasonable, a little slimmed down. We can do a little more though. If we add, let's add a heading. Let's put this at the top. For the text for the heading, let's say about our company. And this gap here is pretty big, so I'm gonna click on the 6 dots, go to advanced, top padding, reduce that to something that's a little more comfortable, maybe like that. And we can add more sections super easily. Let's go to the ThemeRex add-ons again. Let's check out the portfolios. I like this one right here. Insert that. Looks pretty sweet. Let's add another heading for our portfolio. I'm just going to duplicate this heading here. Move that down. Change the text to our portfolio. Sweet. Got a nice little page coming together here. Let's add another ThemeRex add-on. ThemeRex section. Let's put a pricing table in there. Maybe not the ideal thing for an about page, but maybe. Let's choose this one right here. As you can see, these all look great. All the add-ons or the sections I've seen so far look great, and they're so easy to add in, and they're already styled and customized and everything. Let's see what kind of WooCommerce add-ons there are. Different layouts for product displays. Plus the devs are adding more stuff all the time. Let's add a marquee. This marquee isn't really the ideal look for our page here, but you get the idea. We can mix and match the sections that ThemeRex provides and build great looking pages and customize everything using Elementor. This is all built by Flexbox, so it's up to the current standards for web development, and everything's super fast. It's just a great theme, and it's so easy to use. It's going to save my work here in case I want to use this page in the future. Let's go to the contact page. The reason I want to come here is I want to show you this form, which is built by the Metform plugin, can be edited right inside Elementor. You don't have to go to a different form builder. You can do it all right inside the Elementor builder. So let's see, the form has name, email, phone, and message. What if we want to add checkbox? And I want to say favorite color. For the options, I want to have red, option 2, blue, option 3, green. We just added a new field to our form. It's so easy. I want to add a bit of a spacer though. Can I do that? Is there a spacer element? There is. All right, let's put a spacer between these two. Want to have a little, that's too much space. Let's reduce that. That's good. I want to have space between this title and the text. Can we do that? Probably. Let's go to the style tab. There's styles for the label and for the checkbox. If I add padding to the bottom of the label, there we go. That looks a bit better. Update and close to save that form. Now our form is updated right over here. Super slick. Everything done inside Elementor. I love it. Of course, we have our mobile options as well. Everything is mobile optimized right out of the box. Can't really go wrong with this theme. Let's publish this to make sure our changes are saved. A moment ago, I mentioned there's lots of global options for the Elementor theme that makes editing your site super, super easy. To get to those, instead of Elementor, instead of any page you're editing, go to the site settings. And here we have global colors and global fonts. If you click into any of those, we make sure we have global settings turned on, as in this says yes right here. And we have the primary colors and secondary colors, text and accent colors that are the defaults. And down at the bottom here, we have theme colors. If we open that, it shows all the theme colors that are associated with this theme. And what it means by global colors, in case you don't know, is if you assign these colors to an element, or many elements, as many as you want, if you change those colors in the future in this one spot, it'll be changed for all the elements it's connected to. So for example, theme text right here. This would be the overall or most common default text color for your theme. So if we go into our editor here, and let's say we wanted to change this text to be that global theme color. Click on the element, go to style, go to text color, click on this globe, choose the theme text right there. And now that color is applied. Now if we change that color in the future through the site settings up here, it'll be changed there and everywhere else we connected that color. That's the power of global colors. It's the same idea for global fonts, where you can change the fonts in the same way. We have the theme fonts down here. Click on the pencil to edit any one of these. And the global fonts, you can add your own by clicking add style. For the colors, you can add your own as well. Just go back to global colors, click on add color, and you can have as many global colors and fonts as you want, apply them to as many different elements as you want, and make future editing and changes so much easier, especially when your client says, "Could we try this in a lighter shade of pink?" Then you have to go back and change all the instances of that in your website. If you don't have everything linked up with global colors, that's really painful. So having this tight integration from the Elementor theme is super, super valuable, especially when you're doing client work. We saw a few minutes ago, I kind of glossed over it, the theme layouts area. If I go to all layouts, this is where the reusable template parts live, as in the header, sidebar, footer. These are all editable with Elementor, as we saw a little while ago when we were editing one of these, I forget which one, the footer or the header. And these are all built with Elementor. They're all flex boxes, meaning they're super fast, super lean, and they look great. Now this part might really blow your mind. If we go to theme panel and then ThemeRex add-ons, there's a bunch more options for you to go through over here. I'm going to focus on one in particular. That's the AI Helper. In here, you can add your API key for OpenAI, Models Lab, Stability AI, Flowise AI, Google AI, XAI, which is Grok, and Luma Labs AI. I have my OpenAI key installed, and now we can use this to generate images, audio, music, text, have an AI chatbot, generate videos on the front end of the website. And you can have certain usage limits based on which one of these are used on the front end of your websites. Then you could have a paywall which allows visitors access, if they pay, to higher limits or unlimited or what have you. So you use the API keys, which are fairly cheap to use, and you can sell memberships to allow people to generate these kinds of things. So the first step is adding an API key under one of these options. Then we can go into edit any page, look for or look up generator, and it has an AI helper image generator, text generator, music generator, audio generator, and video generator. We can drag and drop these onto our page. Then we can publish the page, preview it. The prompt I'm entering here is write a short story about a dragon driving a sports car. Click on generate. This is now talking to OpenAI. And here's what it came up with. You can then copy that and use it wherever else you want. So you can create an AI generation website that you sell memberships to. This obviously isn't relevant to the plumbing theme that we installed, but the fact is that you can do this. And that's how easy it is. You just add an API key, which I did off camera because it could get expensive if my API key was online. But it's really easy to do if you have an account at one of these places. Stability AI, for example, all these options look the same. Just a field, quite often a link to where you find the API key, paste your API key in here, Bob's your uncle, it's connected, then you can use these widgets. Super cool. And we also have another AI option. It's a little bit different. This AI is for you managing your website instead of for front-facing customers. In the bottom right here, we have this little text or chat icon. This is actually the ThemeRex AI Assistant. So we can do things like change the site title to Bob's Your Uncle. And that should change up here. Currently the site title is Elementra-Plumbing. When I hit go, it should change it to Bob's Your Uncle. Let's see if that worked. Wait for it. Site title has been successfully updated to Bob's Your Uncle. So let's refresh and let's watch this text right up here. There it is, Bob's Your Uncle. Let's see what else we can do. Change logo, change accent color, hide mouse helper, change site tagline. On the documentation for this theme, there's probably a whole list of options we can choose. Actually, maybe we can just ask the AI helper. So I'm asking you, can you give me a list of things you can edit for me, on this website? While he's thinking, if you go to the documentation, there should be information here as well. Let's search for AI helper. AI helper chat history topics. No, none of those. What's this called specifically? ThemeRex AI Assistant. Let's look for that. AI Assistant. 16 options to use AI Assistant. Got to go there. Okay. AI helper. So I don't see anything specifically about all the different things that the AI helper can do for us. Maybe there's little options I'll show you inside the website here, but I mean, like, speaking directly to the chat when it's down here. So the answer from the AI chatbot here is, I can assist you with the following tasks for your website. Site title, tagline, site logo, color scheme, mouse helper, technical support. So it looks like it can really only do these things it has prompts for. Plus you can ask it questions about the theme as well. So it's trained on all the theme content. Aside from that, other places you can use AI, if we go to ThemeRex add-ons again, and then we go to AI Helper and AI Content Generator, we can generate content for the websites. This is for company info. This is currently in beta. But you can provide data about your company, name, industry, contacts, description, mission, history. That would be the context used for text generation and filling widget fields in the page editor. So you fill in this information. And then if we go into the page editor, and if we add a new section, let's go to the very bottom. I'll just add a Flexbox section, and into it I will add a heading, and I will add a text editor. Maybe I'll add an image too. I'd be surprised if the image was created. But the text in all of these, we're just going to delete the text so they're blank, and then I'm going to right click on the 6 dots for this section and click on generate texts with AI. And here I'm going to write services for the purpose of the block, and the fact that it says generate texts makes me think the image won't generate. It didn't generate the image, but it generated our plumbing services as the title, and then generated this text for the text for that section or for under this title. And that was all with AI, which is pretty cool. So you can build out a whole section. Let's see if that's true. Let's see if we can add more of these. Let's delete that. Let's delete this. Let's add an icon box right there, deleting all these things. Let's add a list of some kind, deleting the actual content of the list. I'd be very surprised if it actually filled in all of these places. That would be pretty cool though. Maybe something to work towards in the future. Generate text with AI. Let's put services in here again. I'm super happy with it doing just the title and a block of text, but if it can do a whole bunch of things, that would be wow. Let's see what it does. It did them all. Did the title, did the text box, did the icon box, did our checklist. It didn't format the checklist quite as well as it could have, but that's easy to fix. But holy cow, that's pretty cool. Back in the ThemeRex add-ons AI section, we have options we can set for the image generator Elementor widget, the audio generator, the music generator. For this one, you need to have Models Lab. The text generator, AI chat, and the video generator needs Luma Labs. But everybody else, except for music and video, can use OpenAI, which is what I happen to have, but you might have one or more of the others. But you can set these settings exactly how you want it. Here's the limits for the free mode. There's limits for the premium mode. Like I was saying earlier, you can have a paywall. You can charge people a membership, a monthly membership, to be able to generate these things right on your website. That's super cool, if you ask me. Another neat feature is if you're using any one of these AI APIs, it shows your usage data on the page for that API. So throughout making this tutorial, I've used 278 tokens for this model, 7,500 tokens almost for this model, 12 tokens for the images model. That's pretty cool. And then this will be cumulative data. So if you have people using this on your website through either for free or through paid plans, it'll be cumulative data for everybody. It might even be broken out per individual person, possibly. I'm not quite sure because I haven't built that site, but that'll be pretty cool and super useful. So you can see which people are sucking on the straw pretty hard. You can maybe limit them or change the limits so they're not sucking on the straw so hard. I'm not sure. But anyway, that's super cool that it shows these usage limits inside of your dashboard. And after all of that, what you should be thinking is, how can I get my hands on this theme? Well, the easiest way is by going to this page right here. There's a link to it in the description down below. It'll take you to the Theme Forest page for Elementra. Check it out. And you can also check out the free test run that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. There's also a link to this in the description. Just click on this box, enter your name and email, and try it out completely free. You can try everything you saw in this video and more completely free before you purchase. And if you do want to purchase, $39 is pretty inexpensive for what you're getting. This is an awesome theme. It is so awesome, in fact, that it became a featured theme on ThemeForest in the first week that it was up for sale. And it has pretty much perfect reviews. I encourage you to come check it out. If you're looking for a theme that can do pretty much anything you need, this is it. If you got value from this video, click the like button and the subscribe button to let me know, and then check out the video on the screen right now, which is for Analytics WP. It's a Google Analytics alternative. It's less confusing, it's easier to use, it's GDPR compliant, it uses first-person data, not third-person data. That is important, and you'll find out why that's important in that video. So make sure you check it out. I'll see you over there.